From the land of peroxide, it's Blondes Have More Fun Week on Hollywood Squares, starring Loni Henderson, Phyllis, Diller, the Hilton sisters, from the Drew Carey Show, Mimi, Florence Henderson, Charo, Nicole Sullivan, my fantasy, Miss Piggy, and this week's Center Square, Pamela Henderson. And your host, Tom, is this sick, noticeable Bergeron.
Hey, welcome to our special Blondes Have More Fun Week in our Center Square. Who else could it be? Pamela Henderson, give it up. Now, we have blonde bombshells throughout the squares, but to make it, equitable, all of our contestants this week are the hunky guys. So we want to welcome two more hunky guys. We got in the circle position, Rodney Ponder. Welcome, Rodney. Good to see you. Good luck. And here over in the X position, Jason Jones. How you doing, Jason? The object of our tic-tac-toe game is to clearly win. You have to decide if the answers you're getting are correct or the stars are just making them up. That's how you get the squares. All our contestants this week just with us for one day, so we do a little coin toss backstage. And who won that?
I did.
All right, Rodney, you kick it off.
Pamela Anderson.
Pamela, all right, she is currently shooting her 2004 calendar. Pamela, what country is the French poodle from?
I resemble that remark. I've always thought of that. I don't really, I think it's, I'm sure it's Canada.
Canada.
Yes.
I disagree.
It's Germany where they get the French poodle. Circle. Gets that one, Jason.
I would like Miss Piggy, please.
Miss Piggy. New Miss Piggy fashion designs by Jeremy Scott, featured in Elle magazine. Are you wearing one of the new Miss Piggy fashions right now?
Well, you can't really see it right now, but yes, it's a fabulous number.
All right.
Yes.
Very plunging.
I'll have to come out of the square and show you later.
Oh, lovely. That's... And I have that frog start my car for me later. What are you doing to a frog if you turn it over and stroke its stomach?
Getting to third base. Seriously, I know frogs. I know frogs, and you are hypnotizing him.
You're hypnotizing
I do it all the time to Kermit.
I agree.
You are. You're hypnotizing a frog that way. Yeah. X gets the square. All right, Rodney.
The Hilton sisters.
The Hilton sisters. Nicky's created her own line of handbags. Samantha Thabasa, New York, in stores now. According to the all-knowing Dr. Joyce Brothers, why are most fairy tale heroines blonde?
Because blondes are the most beautiful women in the world. Blonde is a sign of power. Yeah, blonde is a sign of power.
Because it's a sign of power.
I disagree.
It makes them seem purer. Purer. Circle. Gets the square. Jason?
I would like Charo for the block,
Charo
please.
for the block. Appearing nightly at Aladdin in Vegas at the Sevilla nightclub.
Before any question, I don't like to be with Pamela Anderson. I think she has bigger maracas than I have.
Wow.
No, it's not true.
In all of Agatha Christie's novels, did the butler ever do it?
Usually with the maid. I am very familiar with William Shakespeare. That's why I speak such a good English. And I am not too much familiar with Agatha Christie, but I would like Jason win. I think that no. The answer is no.
No, the butler never did it.
I agree.
The butler never did it. She thought it would be a cop-out. So X gets a block there. Rodney.
Nicole Sullivan.
Nicole Sullivan from the King of Queens. Mondays on CBS. Nicole, researchers have discovered that you're 1.6 times more likely to get pregnant on the pill if your what is above average?
Your overall sluttiness. How many you guys. I'm going to say your estrogen levels.
I agree.
No, your weight. Women who weigh more than 150 pounds are at greater risk of pregnancy. Can't give you that one, Jason. You have to earn it yourself.
Nicole Sullivan, please.
I thought that would be good, yes. For the win.
Dramatic pause.
Nicole, in 5 easy pieces, what does Jack Nicholson tell the waitress to hold between her knees?
He wanted her to hold his ego. It didn't fit. He couldn't get it. He couldn't get it. Couldn't jam it in there if we tried. I believe this movie. I believe I love it, and it was the bread on the table.
The bread on the table.
I agree.
The chicken. The chicken circle is still alive. You get the square. Plot your next move, Rodney. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more Blondes Have More Fun Week right after this.
I thought they were cantaloupe. Sorry.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Hello, welcome back. We're going to get back to our first $1,000 game in a moment. First, our contestants have a chance to say hello to you. Mr. X, Jason Jones, tell us about yourself.
I'm a native Angelino. I'm an arts director for a nonprofit arts organization, and we bring performing arts programs to disadvantaged inner-city youth. In my spare time, I'm an abstract painter, and I would love to paint every one of you beautiful blondes in a masterpiece of my own work.
All right, Rodney, Jason, good to have you here. Rodney Pounder, your turn.
I'm from Vicksburg, Mississippi. I'm a time and labor management software salesman. And I also plan an event to help organize a benefit for children living with HIV. It's a yoga benefit. One thing that I really would love to do, being a Southern gentleman, is have a nice roll in the hay.
By the way, if you've been watching since yesterday's show, the trend is talk about the charity work, then get down and dirty. That's how it's going. All right, Rodney, your turn.
Phyllis Diller for the win.
Phyllis for the win and $1,000. A film of her life is produced by Camelot Pictures. Phyllis, about a quarter of those who undergo this surgery end up having it redone within 5 years. What surgery?
Well, if you're Michael Jackson, it's every 5 days.
Yeah.
Okay, the right answer is the booby thing.
The booby thing. Breast work.
I disagree.
Breast augmentation. Yes, that is right. X gets a block there. Jason.
I would like Loni Anderson, please.
Loni Anderson. Featured on the Hollywood Squares Tours of Stars slot machines in casinos this fall.
Yes, isn't that wonderful?
Very nice.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun.
Synergistic. At the end of the Disney story, Loni, what does the Blue Fairy do to Pinocchio?
Actually, you know, I really know this because I am a Disney fanatic. So she turns him into a real boy.
I agree.
Yes, that's right. X gets the square and the win for $1,000. We're going to play another $1,000 game. This one has a secret square, and here's what's in the secret square stash today. Henry?
If you're not blonde now, you soon will be. It's a tropical getaway to Antigua. You and a guest will spend 1 week at the famous St. James's Club in Antigua. An idyllic, all-inclusive resort boasting beaches, water sports, tennis, entertainment, and more. The St. James's Club, Antigua. You'll fly Air Jamaica's non-stop champagne flights, the world's best airline to the Caribbean. A vacation worth $6,192.
All right, let's show all of you at home who the secret square is. Sorry, it's just something I ate. Okay. Jason, you won the first game. You get to start this one.
All right. I will go with Pamela Anderson.
Pamela
please.
Anderson. All right, Pamela. Pamela, when a man tells you he likes to go commando, what does that mean? He likes to go without.
Okay, let's nipple this in the bud right now. Condom.
I disagree.
Without underwear. Without underwear. X gets the square. We get a break. Our secret square game continues to go commando right after this. We'll be right back.
I say it again, and I say it before. Pamela has bigger maracas than I have.
Yeah, that's
do
right.
it, do it.
You don't say that because it's not true.
Hey, let's do that. Girl, in America, that's what we do. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Make our maracas 54.
I'm just trying to live up to her. Charo, my hero.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Let's look at the Henderson-Anderson row on the show there. Next week, in the center square, the lovely and talented Ted Danson will be back. We always love having Ted here. That's next week. This week, though, blondes have more fun. Rodney, your turn.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy. Muppets are having their 25th anniversary of the Muppet Show, by the way. Miss Piggy, what famous person wrote, quote, "Fart for freedom, fart for liberty, and fart proudly"?
I think it was whoever had the square last week. You get this place. Let's see. It has to be Howard Stern.
I agree.
Benjamin Franklin.
No.
X gets the square. Jason?
Mimi, please, for the win.
Mimi for the win from the Drew Carey Show. New shows begin airing June 25th after America's Funniest Videos on ABC.
Trying to get that Charo thing down.
Oh, do the coochie coochie, yes.
Okay. Ready.
In the old song, "This is the way we wash our clothes early Monday morning," what do we do Tuesday morning?
Tuesday, we dry the clothes.
I agree.
We iron the clothes is what we do. Circle gets a block there. You're still in this one, Rodney.
Nicole Sullivan, please.
Nicole Sullivan. All right, Nicole. Nicole, how are Superman and Supergirl related?
Supergirl says they are just friends. That's what her camp is saying. They don't know. They're not related. They're just good at their jobs. They're not related.
Trick question. They're not related at all.
I agree.
They're cousins.
Oh.
They are cousins. X gets that square. All right, Jason.
I will go with Charo.
Charo for another $1,000. Oh, secret square. Charo. All right, so this is for the win and the trip to Antigua as well. Here we go. It's Hollywood Square's yearbook time. Who is this popular star? Is it Gwen Stefani, Winona Ryder, or Brittany Murphy?
Ay, Chihuahua. She looked like anyway. Jason, God help you. I want you in, but I don't know who the hell is that. I'm going to say Brittany Murphy.
Brittany
God help
Murphy
you.
for the win and the trip to Antigua.
I disagree.
It's Gwen Stefani. X gets the square. And the secret square stash. All right, our next game is worth $2,000. Rodney, you can tie it up in one game. Jason, you kick it off.
Of course, the lovely Pamela Anderson.
Pamela, right in the center square. Yes. Pamela,
I love this game.
Modern Bride surveyed travel agents found this is the #1 place honeymoon couples are going after the wedding. Where is it?
Bermuda.
I disagree.
Hawaii.
Oh.
X gets a square. All right, Rodney.
Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis Diller. All right, Phyllis. Phyllis, after a man did this at a sneak preview of Jaws, Steven Spielberg said, "That's when I knew we had a hit." What did the guy do?
I would say the guy stood up and cheered.
I agree.
No, he threw up, then went back to his seat and watched the rest of the movie. X gets the square there. Jason?
Nicole Sullivan, please, for the win.
For another $2,000. Nicole, you know states have state birds, state flowers, state flags, state anthems. Do they also have state bugs?
I'm going to say there's someone in charge of that, and they do.
I disagree.
There is someone in charge of that. The firefly is the official state insect of Pennsylvania. Circle gets a square there, Rodney, and as time is up, that square will give you $500. And our thanks for being here on Hollywood Square. It's a pleasure. But Jason, you got $3,000 with those 2 extra squares. You, sir, are our champion. Congratulations. Ready to play the bonus round?
Certainly am.
All right, we're going to see if he can start that Jeep up when we come back right after this. Stick around.
Show, and this is my audition. Okay, what was it? Tell me. Oh, yeah, okay. Death Magnum Death!
Hey, we are back. Jason's our new champion with $3,000. Won that trip to Antigua, as Charo would say. Now we got 9 keys over here, Jason. One of them is going to start what, Henry Winkler?
It's the new Jeep Liberty Sport! Explore the Liberty for yourself, the next great Jeep idea. Its rugged good looks and superior handling create a great Jeep experience from the Berge Motor Car Company, worth $20,600.
Very nice. All right, so far, Jason, we found out a bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about them. We do that by giving you a chance to pick a square. I'll read a statement about that star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds, every square you've won means we take away a bad key, all right? Let's put 30 seconds up on the clock for our champ. It starts ticking when you pick your first star.
Nicole.
Her father, Ed Sullivan, is a New York State Assemblyman.
Disagree.
Wrong. Next.
Charo.
Includes ventriloquism in her act with her puppet Popo.
True.
No, next.
Agree.
Next.
Miss Piggy.
Piggy sells a line of bedding called Pig in a Blanket.
Disagree.
Right. Next.
Florence Henderson.
Her autobiography is entitled Here's a Story of a Girl Named Florence.
True, I agree.
No. Next.
Pamela Anderson.
Pam's nickname in school was Rubber Band.
Disagree.
Wrong. Next.
Loni Anderson.
Lost the role of Chrissy on Three's Company.
Agree.
Right. Next.
Agree.
All right, out of time. Let's go count some keys. All right, Jason. Okay, you got 2 right in 30 seconds, but since you're only here for a day, we're going to start by taking away one of the bad keys. And then, because you got 2 right in 30 seconds, we'll take away 2 more. All right, there you go. One of those will start that Jeep. Good luck, good luck. Jason, we'll see which of the keys would have started the Jeep today. Right down here. Okay. But the good news is those 2 correct answers will get you another couple of grand. And with the Secret Square trip, you leave us with a total of $11,192. Been a pleasure having you here. All right, 2 new hunky male contestants tomorrow. Pamela's back as our center square, as are all our blonde bombshells. I'm Tom Bergeron, hoping you join us tomorrow on Hollywood Squares. Bye-bye.
I'm Henry Winkler saying so long. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
I'm with Miss Piggy. I'm so excited.
She's with Miss Piggy.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, this is my line. Oh, yes.
That's very blonde of you.
Okay.
That's very blonde of her.
Miss Piggy's
Can you do Piggy's hair too?
Beautiful.
Hi, I'm Pamela Henderson, and this is Miss Piggy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were doing something else.
I know
I'm sorry.
we were, but I had to say that because that was from the Muppet Show. I was very excited to share that with everybody. Okay, now we'll do the real ones.
Well, hold on. Oh, my neck is...
Why are you down there? Oh.